Hello friends, and welcome to the Hanged Man in the Moon. I got this big box, a very big box from China, and I think I know what's in here. I think they're two brother-sister decks from Lo Scarabeo, I think. So, if you want to find out if I'm right, you probably already know if you looked at the title below. I don't know. So, if you want to see if I'm right, stick around and we'll turn the camera down and we'll unbox this puppy. So what I have done is I have just opened up the top of the box, which for you would be on the side. If you could see it, it's not in camera. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to right now open the box. I've got a trusty little knife here to open any interior packaging, but I wanted to let you see. Let's see, can I show you what's actually in the box live? Let's see, here we go, opening the box, and we have, sorry, we're going to be shaky for a while, bubble wrap. And inside the bubble wrap, we have, okay, yes, the Notoria Tarot in Light and the Goetica. So let me take these out of the box. Little boxes out of the big box. We have the Notoria and the Goetica, which are sibling decks. Yeah, these are sibling decks from Lo Scarabeo, so they will be in print. Don't worry, these should be in print. So let me see. What I will do is I'm going to put this on pause and I will open these boxes. Be right back. So before I go any farther, I wanted to show you that I got the standard edition for both of these decks. So here we go. Let's move the Goetica out to the side and go into the Notoria. And here we have the standard edition. At least that's what it says. It's a standard edition. And what do we get in this plastic? We get a lot of plastic, and here we go. Easy way to open. Boom. The reason I got these decks was because I know that these decks have a lot to teach me. Well, okay, first, what do we get? We get a spread cloth. And I will probably try to take a photo of this spread cloth, but just so you get an idea, you can see part of this, yeah? We've got the tetragrammaton, the Yod-He Vav-He here. We have a Deum Verum around the triangle, and Deus Isaac. Now, these decks are, I believe they're angel-based, but they have a lot of esoterica added in. And that's the reason I got both of these decks, because of the esoterica, and I wanted to dive into that. Let's see, what is that on the side? Yod, and Yaho. Okay. I assume there will be some explanation inside the deck. So, moving this beautiful spread cloth aside, and we also get a bag, a gorgeous, very large bag for this deck. Tarot in Light, a deck by Fabio Listrani. So, we have the Tarot in Light, and let me open up the Goetica. Inside the Goetica, we have a very similar thing. Similar packaging. Here is a card. There is a small mistake on the Queen of Cups card number 12. Here you can find the correct replacement card. Cool. I like that. I like having mistakes in cards. I really do, especially if they go ahead and send you both the mistake and the correction at the same time. I like that a lot. That's one of the reasons I like the, if you know it, the Spacious Tarot, because the first edition had a mistake on the Three of Pentacles. It came out Three of Pentacles, and I like that. I really, really like that. Why do I like that? Well, honestly, I have a little bit of, I'm on the dyslexia spectrum. And so I like having those mistakes. They remind me of me. And so what do we have in this standard edition? We have the box, and we have a black bag for the Goetica, Tarot in Darkness, Tarot in Light, Tarot in Darkness, which is why I wanted to get both of these together. Yeah, the dark and the light. And I will certainly use them together. And I've got both of these boxes probably upside. No, this one's upside down. Okay. And we have another spread cloth. And is this spread cloth different? This spread cloth is... Yes, this spread cloth is different. So instead of the tetragrammaton, the Yod He Baod He in the center, we have Goetica, we have other symbols, we have pentacles on the outside. We also have a symbol here at the bottom, and again, I hope with Hebrew around it. Not exactly an Ouroboros. This snake is not eating his tail or her tail or their tail, but circling around. So I like these spread cloths quite a bit. They're on a velour, which doesn't iron very well. You need to iron this from the back, just for those in the know. But I think this will wear very well. The printing on the cloth is very well done. It doesn't feel like it's going to chip at all. It's not painted on. It's printed right into the texture of the fabric. So this is going to wear very well. Both of them are. Okay, so here we go. Let's put the correction off to the side, and I will do a side by side of both of these decks. I don't know how much I can say about them because I really don't know that much about esoterica for tarot. I mean, I know a little bit of Kabbalah, just enough to know that I'm wrong most of the time. So let's see what we get in here. We have, let's see, where's the top? I think this is the top of the box for the Notoria. And let me go into the Goetica with my knife, carefully but quickly. Quickness and calm, quickness and calm. Okay, so here is the Goetica. And I believe this is the top of the Goetica, and this is the top of the Notoria. Now, I love that the boxes are, of course, darkness and light, very clear. I like that they mirror each other, or they echo each other. Yeah, this doesn't have a snake, this doesn't have a cross at the bottom, but they echo each other in design, which is wonderful, which makes them very close siblings, right? We've got bats around here. We've got somewhat horned God or Satan kind of heads here. Perfect, lovely. Show you the sides of the boxes. Here we go. Lo Scarabeo. Usually love Lo Scarabeo's boxing and printing. Here we have the backs with the simulated wax seal. This is not wax, this is plastic, but still you get that feeling of a wax seal. And here we go with the other side. What I find interesting is actually the bottoms. Here, the Goetica bottom, not so much, but the bottom for the Notoria has that design on it, which I like a lot. Beautifully done boxing. And let's open up the boxes together. Here we go for the Notoria. Ta-ta, whoa. Okay, I'm going to have to move my crystal for just a moment. Notoria. Beautifully done box. And the Goetica. Dun, ta ta dun. Inside, you see, again, they're very similar. So here we have a guidebook for both. in the guidebook, what do we, whoa, now this is a tome. And look at that color. Beautiful color images, which is good because there's a lot of information in the decks. These decks are very dense with information, with symbolism. And so what do we get, for example, in the Notoria? We start off with very nice cover. Paper inside is not that high-end paper, but very well done. Table of contents, we have Notoria and Light, the Arcana of Notoria, the Angelic cards, the Road to Awareness, and appendices. So we've got an introduction, starting off with the Gospel of Thomas. My last name is Thomas, by the way. So the Gospel of Thomas. Now the Gospel of Thomas is not in the standard Bible. Yeah, the Gospel of Thomas is one of those texts that was set aside or found later. And it's a beautiful text. It's a beautiful gospel of the life of Christ, in a somewhat of a Buddhist flavor to it. There's a bit of a Buddhist flavor to the Gospel of Thomas. It's a lovely gospel. With these words from the apocryphal gospel, St. Thomas defines the fundamental concept, whether you want to approach it religiously, agnostically, or completely aesthetically. What is that text? The kingdom of God is within you and all around you. Split a piece of wood and I am there. Lift up the stone and you will find me there. He who discovers the meaning of these words will not taste death. So that is the basic idea behind the creation of this deck in light, yeah, that the divine is present everywhere. And if you get this deck, you can read this on your own, or you can press pause and read this now. This continues here on the side. I think you can see this text here if you want to read it. Hit pause. Goetica and Notoria, darkness and light. So here we have notation that there are two decks and remembrance that there are two decks. One is going to be in more color than the other, I believe. The Notoria, chapter 1, Tarot and Light. Yeah. And we have an explanation of the angels. And then we have an explanation of the Tetragrammaton in this form. Numerology, a different trinity, touching the subconscious. Here we have the tree of life from the Kabbalah. And so, again, this is going to be a very dense deck. And then chapter 2, the Arcana of Notoria. And we start off with the cards, yeah? Number 1, number 2. So on each of the cards, there is a lot of information. The sigil of the angel, the original number, the name of the angel, the number of the tarot card, the name of the tarot card, the planetary attribution, the zodiac attribution, the traditional attribution of the angel with this tarot card. So there's a lot of information right here on the side of each card. And that's true for both of these decks. And so the angels, for example, the angel cards, angelic cards. Here we have another list. We have number 1. Now, I'm not going to try and pronounce these for you right now, but Vehula, King of Wands, planet Uranus, zodiac Aries, Wands 2, Seraphim, that's which choir this angel is in, and period from March 22nd to March 26th. So we've got all of this information about each angel in this deck, 78 angels. So I'm not sure if this is going to be arranged by angel. This is going to be arranged by angel, yes. So it goes from the first angel, which is Vehuya, And we see that this is actually the Two of Wands. The first card is the Two of Wands. And then we go through each of the angels. We have an invocation, we have attributions. Yeah, so that's the kind of information you'll get from this guidebook. Towards the end, we have, let's see. Oh, look, there are some extra cards as well. 78 and 79 are Lucifer. A standard tarot deck would have 78 cards, right? So we have 78, 79, which are attributed to which tarot card? The Devil, okay. We have 2 cards for the Devil. 80, which has no tarot attribution. 81, 82, 83, look at that. Look at that, okay. So 83 cards, only 78 have tarot attributions. Chapter 4, The Road to Awareness, how to read with this deck. So we got a spread, we got another spread, 2 spreads, and then appendices. Good, so let me set that aside and briefly look at the Goetica. Look at the colors in that deck. Look at the lack of colors in this one. So Goetica, we have basically the same thing. Yeah, an introduction, a shorter introduction. Then with chapter 1, the shadows and demons. Chapter 2, the Kabbalah and the Tree of Life, the left-hand path, the subconscious and the use of symbols, and then we have the structure of the deck, and then we have the map of the cards. On each card we have the sigil of the demon, the original number, the name of the demon, the name of the tarot card, the number of the tarot card, the name of the tarot card, the planetary attribution, the zodiacal attribution, and then the traditional attribution of the demon with this tarot card, with his tarot card. So again, a similar amount of information on each card. Here we have the listing of the demons. Let me see. First demon is Baal. King of Wands is the tarot card. Planet is the Sun. Zodiac Aries. Wands, 2 of Wands. Grade King. And Legion 66. So similar information, but not exactly the same, because these are demons, not angels. And so for each card, we have Baal, we have a short description of the card, and we have attributions. Yeah, Baal, King of Wands, Sun, 2 of Wands, and a sigil at the bottom. And all of this information is here on the left-hand side of the cards. So this is going to be a black and white deck, right? And then at the back of and here we also have, we have, let's see, 78 is Lucifer here, just like in the other deck. 79 is also Lucifer, but from 79, we no longer have the other attributions. We have Lady Babylon, King Solomon. 83 is also King Solomon. And then in the back we have one spread, shadow work technique, and appendices. So both books are similar in quality, light and dark. And let me show you what else is in here. We have an art card that comes out from each one. Art card, beautifully done. Another art card, beautifully done. And then the deck. Art card. So we see, look at that. Color, black and white. Only one art card in here. And then we have the decks, a beautiful lift out ribbon. Now you can see that, I think you can see that these are very large cards. So I'm not going to be able to zoom in very well. Oh, at the bottom we have coins. Coins with the basic symbol for this deck and then individual sigils, I believe. So there will, let's see, I'm not sure I'm going to have time to get into these coins in this video, but note that there are coins in this deck. And they're lovely. They are beautiful. They feel very durable. They don't feel like the coating on them is going to wear off very easily. They're not going to chip very easily. So they're very well made coins. Let me show you the inside of this box. The box is gorgeous. It's gorgeously done. So close the box. This deck goes here. Coins will go off. Well, maybe we'll put the coins up here at the top. Nicely decorated. Okay, we have coins in this one as well. This deck comes out, and we have more pewter kinds of coins in this one. Yeah, same backs, and then different, very different looking symbols on the fronts. So they're not exactly the same, but can be used, I believe, in tandem. And we have a hymn to Lucifer at the, I don't know if you can see this, the hymn to Lucifer here. And then the bottom, or the inside of the top cover. Okay, setting this aside. Let me decoratively place these around here. Let's see. Let's see if I can do this in such a way that is both attractive and not, ooh, there goes my crystal, and not disruptive to the process. Okay, so here we go with this, and let me put some coins around here. I don't think I should try to zoom this in any farther because these cards really are large. Okay, so you can see those, correct? Yeah, you can see those very well. I'll make space on the side here to move cards out, and let me open these up. Okay, so let's see. You can see, oh, look at this edging. The edging on this deck is lovely, lovely, lovely. Here we go. Here we go. Opening up. I'm tempted to shout, woohoo! Because frankly, I've been waiting for this deck for quite a while. I think I ordered this deck over a year ago. And I thought, you know, it's a Lo Scarabeo deck. It should get out very, very quickly. I should get it into my hands within a matter of months. But that's not the case. I waited a long time for this deck. And it wasn't that difficult to wait because there are other things that came in the meantime. And so we have the Notoria in light and the Goetica in shadow or in darkness. And here we go. Now, just so you look, oh, these have such a beautiful sheen to them. They are, look at that sheen. So this is a black and white deck, but can you see, yeah, you can see that holographic look to it, right? But if I lay it down, you can see the card fairly well. There's a little bit of a glare here. I'm sorry about that. I don't know if I can solve that. I think we're going to have to live with it. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go through these fairly quickly, at least for me, fairly quickly. Because I don't really have enough information to talk about these in depth. Yeah, I haven't studied these yet. This is a standard US Games card. Yeah, you can see that these cards are much larger, much, much larger. And the cardstock is thin-ish, but it's got a core. They're going to shuffle fairly nicely. Let me show you the backs of the cards. This is the back of the Notoria, and this is the back of the Goetica. Yeah, these are pretty glossy. So if glossy cards are not your thing, this deck might not be your thing. Both cardstocks are very similar. They've got an almost plastic feel to them, actually. Okay, so here we go with number 1. Both King of Wands. I think the order is going to be the same. Yeah, here we have Baal and we have Vehuya. And so here we have at the bottom 2. Yeah, we have Aries, we have different planets. Yeah, this is the sun, and this was, and I need to study this. This is Saturn, I believe, right? Or is it Uranus? Okay, so I'm going to look up this one just because it is bothering me. The first one is the planet is Uranus. Right, Uranus. So yes, that is the symbol for Uranus. Lovely, beautiful deck. Again, they're going to be in the order of the angels, not in the order of the tarot suits. So here we have the Page of Wands, both pages of Wands. Yeah, number 3, both Aries. Planets are different. Names of the angels are different. Sigils at the top. Look at these candles. So, Page of Wands. Now, we got the fire here. It'll be interesting. I need to read the book to see why, for example, this is the Page of Wands for the demon. Why is this demon the Page of Wands? So again, this deck is going to require study on my part. Yeah? Here we have number 3. Number 3 is the 4 of Wands, I believe. Yes, you have 4 wands here. Do I see 4 wands here? Yeah, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to read, I think, this deck than this right off the bat. Here we have the Queen of Pentacles. Look at her, a female centaur. And here we have the Hierophant. Now, for the Hierophant, look, we have a dude in a bishop's mitre. We do not have a dude in a bishop's mitre here, still in Aries. Here we have card number 6, which is the Fool. Looking very foolish here. I mean, well, not foolish, but looking very similar to a fool image, right? Got the cliff, got the dog, an angel, but an angel stepping off of a cliff. I can see fool energy there very easily. It's a little more difficult for me to see the fool energy in this one here, in the Goetica. So this is these are swords. This is the 8 of swords. I'm sorry, the 8 of swords. And we can see that we're in Mercury, Taurus now, Taurus. But here we have Mercury in Taurus, and here we have Jupiter in Taurus. I think that's Jupiter. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, here we go with number 8. This deck is much slicker than this deck. This has a little bit more texture, just a hair more texture than the Goetica. Here we have the 9 of Swords. Not very 9 of Swords-y to me. I don't see 9 of Swords in this right off the bat. Here we have the 10 of Swords. Which the angel is Hazel and the demon is Painon, I believe. Okay, so here we have the King of Cups. I can kind of get King of Cups energy from that. A little bit difficult to get cups out of this image, though, for me. Here we go with the, wow, Temperance. Okay, yeah, I can see we have a two-ness here, a balance of two-ness here. Temperance in this card. Okay. It's interesting. This lotus reminds me a little bit of, well, more of a Hindu or a Buddhist image, but I don't think this demon is a Buddhist demon. This very, very Christian symbology, right? Okay, so here we go with number 12, which is the Queen of Cups. Okay, we can get Queen of Cups out of this one, I believe. Definitely a female image here. Get cups in, yeah, you got a kind of water feel to that, sure. Okay, so here we go with the Five of Wands. These really are in a very different order, right? Five of Wands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yes, there are 5 candles here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 beings here. So some of them, some of the images can be helpful, I believe. Here, although the color in this deck is so rich. I love this. Here we have the Six of Wands. We've got 6 wands down here. We've got a very female-looking angel here. Mebahel. See, I don't know any of these names of angels or demons. And here we have the Seven of Wands, looking something like Mercury, but not Mercury at all. This is Hariel. And Eligos. Wow, look at the horns on this guy. Look at this, looks like it's entering his body. Okay, moving along. The sigils at the top are also very interesting. Do you know these sigils? Do any of these sigils ring sigillic bells to you? Here is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. See, this deck is really going to require study, as you can tell. Here is the Page of Pentacles. Snake wrapped around a column. Here we have the Ten of Pentacles. Looking like, is that Gemini? Yeah, okay, so yes, Gemini. And the next card is the Two of Swords. And this looks like, reminds me of the Passion of Saint Teresa, I believe. And Two of Swords here, not exactly Saint Teresa. And here we go with the Three of Swords. Okay, we get 3 swords here. No hearts being pierced. We've got not Pisces, not Gemini. Cancer. Cancer in Mars. Mars in Cancer. Sun in Cancer. I love the lion on this in this card. A lion on a bear. Person. Interesting demon. Would not have thought of a lion as, and on a bear being an image for a demon. Here we go with the Four of Swords. Kind of look like glasses to me. Four of Swords. Interesting, the hands reaching up for the book. Here we actually have 4 swords in the Goetica card. Okay, and we have Strength. Strength. Oh, look at that swan. A swan and a lion's mouth. Ooh, that swan's better be in good standing with that lion. But perhaps they are in a symbiotic and fruitful relationship. These cups spilled on the ground are interesting. You have cups spilled on the ground here as well. But this is a much more aggressive relationship to me than this one. Perhaps I can read this as less aggressive, as perhaps even he's not necessarily eating, she is not necessarily eating this bird. But this spear is definitely penetrating this animal. Okay, so here we have the Six of Cups. Oh, look at this beautiful image. We've got cups here. I don't see cups in this one. Not much of an idea of nostalgia to me, but need to read the book. And what is next? We have the moon. Okay, so definitely got moon vibes going here. Yeah, we got a raven in this one. The moon, we got a raven here as well. That's an interesting pairing up, right? An echo. But I don't see much moonness here. Although the planet is the moon for both, which is good. The moon and Pisces. They're both the same, the moon and Pisces. Not many of these pair up that well, that exactly. Here we have the Eight of Wands. We got 8 candles here. and the Eight of Wands here. Perhaps an eight-legged beast. And here we go with Judgment. Okay, so yeah, I can get a Judgment feel from this card. Don't know I get much of a Judgment feel from this card though. And we have, yes, there, okay, so, whoa, okay. So what was that card that was printed wrong? The corrected card for the Queen of Cups. Okay, that was what we already passed it. So the Queen of Cups, let me see if I can pull that out since we have already passed that. The Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups, Strength, Cups, 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 Queen of Cups. So this is apparently the mistake, and this is the correction. Where's the difference? I might just leave the mistake in the deck. So 12, 13. Okay, so it's the number. Okay, it's just the number. That's right. I'm not going to leave the correction in the deck. I'll pull the mistake out. Probably. We'll see. For right now, yeah, that's the way we're going. Okay, so Judgment. Okay, so we have Wands, the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. Burden. Not so much of a burden thing here, but looking a little bit trapped, isn't she? And this person here doesn't look very burdened by their load. Definitely carrying 10 wands, though. Okay, and we're moving on to the Two of Pentacles. No, that's right. Two of Pentacles. Whoa, look at that. Look at the face on this demon. Pentacles on the palm, reaching out. Come, choose this, maybe. Look at that. Pouring out of the face. Now this is a little bit disturbing. The face has been removed, and all of this is pouring out into the bottom. Interesting for a Two of Pentacles. Here we have the King of Pentacles. Interesting. This might look more King of Pentacles to me than this one. Okay, moving along to the Four of Pentacles. Quoniam tu espatientia mea dominum. Quoniam tu espatientia mea dominum. God, you are maybe eternally patient with me. You're my eternal patience. Here's the rest of the quote right around here. And probably it will be in the book as well. So moving on to the Page of Swords. Wow, I love this guy. I love this guy sitting here writing. Think. What should I write? What should I write in this contract? Probably a soul contract, right? And here we have Page of Swords. Many figures, many figures. Love these cards. I love these cards. Here we have the King of Swords. Kind of a King of Swords feel for this one. And yeah, I can get King of Swords from this image as well. Interesting. Okay, so here we have 33. The Seven of Swords. Got 7 swords here. Very easy to see. A little bit more difficult in this one for me. Okay, so the Page of Cups. Yes, got Page of... Oh, look at the deer. Definitely Page of Cups feels for this one, from this one. Page of Cups. Okay, here's the deer, all on their lonesome. The deer is the demon. That's an interesting choice. With wings. A fawn and a full-grown deer. Fawn, right? Yes. Okay, so, oh my goodness. So this is the 9 of Cups. These look like, I don't know, is that a vampire-ish creature biting, drinking blood of the angel? Here we have a wolf, a winged wolf with the 9 cups. Okay, so they're drinking their fill. Kind of an echo of the fat guy, the large guy with the 9 cups behind being satisfied. All of these beings are being satisfied by the blood of this angel, maybe, perhaps. Okay. Moving right along to the 10 of cups. Oh, look at these cups. Don't get much of a family feel from this 10 of cups, do we? An owl with wings, that's appropriate. Another horned skull. And these are these are both Scorpio. We've moved into, no, I'm sorry, these are Virgo. Virgo. Mars and Virgo. Okay, so here we have the 2 of Wands. Looking at like a door, yeah? Now that works for me. I can understand 2 of Wands, that door, very easily without having to study. I get that. 2 of Wands, don't really get this right off the bat. I'll need the books for these. Here we have the 3 of Wands with 3 different heads on this angel. And the 3 of Wands, 3 cannons. That's a different idea for the 3 of Wands. And the sign is Libra. Here we have Mars in Libra and Virgo in Libra. I'm sorry, Venus in Libra. Here we go with the Tower. Okay, so we got some lightning happening from up here with this sword, like lightning sword. Now we've got a kind of Hermes, Mercury image down here. And here we've got a Holy Spirit. That's interesting. Okay, so for this tower, we've got a church and a Holy Spirit image in this this deck of darkness and demons. We've got looks like a Holy Spirit image to me, which would be a tower moment, I suppose, for a demon. And here we have Pentacles. Here we have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Love the phases of the moon down the chest of this angel. And the apple here. Interesting. Now, is that an apple from the Garden of Eden? I mean, is that the apple from the tree of knowledge, which isn't really supposed to be an apple, but that's what we commonly imagine as the fruit from the tree of knowledge being these days. Is that what that is supposed to be? I don't know. It'd be a little disappointing if that were. Here we have the 5 of Pentacles here. Okay, yeah. Looking a little destitute, I guess. Here we have the 6 of Pentacles. Now we have pater, mater, filius, father, mother, child, God in the center. Interesting. 3-headed angel, a divine figure up above. And here we have a ship's mast. The figurehead of a ship. Interesting. Oh, there's another one. Interesting for the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so moving on to the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so these are kind of in order. 7 of Pentacles. And we have an angel on top of the world. I'm on the top of the world looking. And here we have an angel, a demon in water. A sea demon. Yeah? Fishtail. Cool. And we have a ship here. See the ship's masts. I hope you can see those. Here we go with the King of Swords. The Knight of Swords. Now, this Knight of Swords is actually on a beast. This Knight of Swords has conquered this beast. This looks like this angel has conquered this poor horse. Interesting with the a lion's head up, a horned lion's head up behind them. Very, very interesting. Okay, here we go with the Queen of Swords. Now, I will be right back, just a moment. So friends, here again, Queen of Swords. Get kind of a Queen of Swords feel from this. The swan behind this very sad looking demon. Interesting. And here we have the sun. Here comes the sun. Da, 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 da. Love this image. I love the sun radiating from the heart, from the heart chakra area. And here we have the sun. We have Leo, the lion. This is the card of Scorpio, which is interesting. Okay, so Scorpio is the sun card. Interesting choice. The sun is in Scorpio, however. Okay, so moving on to, again, more Scorpio. We have the Two of Cups. Two of Cups. Okay, we got that lover image or feel here. I don't see much of a lover image here, but I might not. Oh, okay, so yes, there is a creature here. I'm having a hard time seeing this creature and a woman. Interesting. And here we have the Three of Cups. These are going to be interesting to read together. And here we have the Four of Cups. Look at the power of this demon. And we have the Carduceus on a staff, but very different from the one that we're used to, yes? The staff is so much larger. And here we have the Four of Cups with this figure. Let's see, this is an arm. This is a leg. It's difficult for me to see what's going on in this card. Shoulder. So leg. Interesting. It's difficult for me to see what's going on here. Okay, moving to the Queen of Wands. Look at her. Wow, she's gorgeous up there. And the Queen of Wands here. Yeah, she's flying. Looks like she is, almost looks like a Fool card to me, ready to take a leap. She's got her wands to power her flight, it seems. And here we go with the Hermit. Okay, sure. Hermit makes sense. Candles are blown out, which is interesting. Here we have an older demon riding a horse in the woods. Okay. And here we have the Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. Interesting. Very interesting. Get the wheel here. We get a wheel here as well. On the back of a bear, a crowned bear. And the Eight of Pentacles. Beautiful images. And the Nine of Pentacles. Look at them eating. Could be a Eucharistic wafer, but we have the Tetragrammaton, which would not be on a Eucharistic wafer, right? However, looks like this angel is ready to eat this disc in the Nine of Pentacles. And here we have the Nine of Pentacles with this demon holding a sword with the snakes, planted in a pentacle. Interesting. This bird. Okay, moving on to the, sorry, oops, too many cards. The Empress. Wow, look at her. Definitely Empress vibes here. Very regal Empress vibes, yeah? Empress. Kind of like a griffin, isn't she? Except the head is different. Human head. Interesting. Okay, moving on to the World card. Now, this is the World in these decks. Yeah, okay, World. She's standing there on top of the world, kind of like a Valkyrie. And this World card has a wreath of cherubim perhaps around her. Moving on to the Death card. Okay, we got a kind of Pietà feel, but instead of a Christ here, we've got death in the Pietà. A female death card. And here we have a female death image here. Before, after. Before, after. And here we have the Hanged Man, and I love this Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is my deal breaker card, usually. And so we have no person here in the Hanged Man, in the Goetica card. We have a cheetah, a kind of jaguar maybe. Nobody hanging. The Hanged Man has left the building. But here we have the Hanged. Beautiful, beautiful. I love that he's holding on to the snakes. I love that he's got his perspective switch, but he's not. There's potential there for him, is what I guess I'm trying to say. Here we have the Five of Cups. I love this pendulum. Look at the eye on the hand. And here we have Five Cups. This demon looks a little bit more disappointed than this demon looks to me, or this angel looks to me. Okay, and the Knight of Cups. Look at these. Look at these. Okay, we've got a lion-headed knight with snakes coming out of the head. Here we have, it looks like there are those hands coming out of this cauldron? Are they being melted down? Interesting. Okay, moving on to the Seven of Cups. Our Dreams card, or to some Illusions card. Don't really get that from this one. Don't really get that from this one either. Although, how many mouths? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mouths. 7 lion mouths on this Sphinx. Here we have the Emperor. A very young looking Emperor, right? Oh, very powerful looking Emperor here. The bullhead. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And the Wands. 9 of Wands. Got 9 little wands, 9 little candles coming up to this mirror with all those planets. It's beautiful. The light of perhaps the sun, but a definite star light here. And here we have the Knight of Wands, a male-looking, a child figure here. We got 9 candles down at the bottom as well. And here we have the Knight of Wands. I love that the top of this is the candle. And here we have the knight riding, I'm not sure what that is. Not exactly a cat, not exactly a dog, somewhere in between. It looks like something in between to me. Okay, so the Justice card. Here there's the scales are right there on top on her helmet. And this has the scales here with pentacles on the bottom. We got the sword. We got the moon here instead of a sword. Okay, and the Three of Pentacles. Oh, look at that stream of gold pouring into the heart. And we have Aquarius and this peacock. Oh, to the Chariot. Okay, see chariots in both. I get that kind of light horse, dark horse image in this black and white deck. Don't get that so much here. Both of these horses look like they're kind of going in the same direction. These horses look like we don't get that separation of light and dark in these horses, which we do get in this one. And here we go with this Five of Swords. Spears in this one. Don't see any swords here. But that's okay. We're not seeing all the symbols in all of these cards. Anywho, here we have the Six of Swords. Whoa, okay. Warning, there is genitalia in this deck. I should have told you that earlier. But yeah, look at that guy. This chariot is moving through water. Somewhat reminiscent. Oh no, it's flames. No, these are flames instead of water. Okay. So not much of a travel idea in this one, is there? Now usually it's the boat with the swords in the boat, and the boater carrying the adult and child figure into better waters. Here we have the Star card. This kind of feels a little bit like a star to me. We got, instead of water pouring off, we got cloth streaming off. But we don't have even that on this one. Still, this is the Star card. Moving to the Eight of Cups. Now, moving on card. Wow, look at this centaur. Beautiful centaur. On a pedestal. This angel, I don't know. I don't know. Why is this angel the Eight of Cups? Well, there are 8 cups pouring, certainly. I need to look at the book. Here we go with the high priest. Whoa, look at this high priestess. Okay, so we've got that popes feel here, don't we? The high priestess holding a book. We got water flowing out. I like water in my high priestess cards. Here we have a high priestess. How many heads? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 heads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, more cups than heads. Okay. Just checking. Here we have the magician. Whoa, look at that. Okay. We've got an as above, so below feeling to both of these cards in a sense. Yeah. We've got a candle instead of a wand pointing up. We've got the hand pointing down. We've got a cup. Do we have anything else? Interesting, we've got the moon above the magician here. I don't see the other. We got a cup here as well. We got a cup here. We got a wand here. Do you see the other element symbols? I don't. I like the lamb back here with the wheat in the head, in its mouth. Here we have the Ace of Swords. Definitely Ace of Swords looking here. A little bit more difficult for me to see Ace of Swords in this card. And here we have the Ace of Cups. Definitely Ace of Cups feel to me in this one. A little bit more difficult for me to see Ace of Cups-ness in this card. Here we have the Ace of Pentacles. Definitely, clearly an Ace of Pentacles here. Not a little, okay, but not as clear. The aces are much clearer in the Goetica deck, I believe. And here we have the Ace of Wands. Definitely an Ace of Wands. More difficult to see that in this card. And here we have the Lovers. Look at those Lovers. Interesting. Get a Lover's feel to this one, I guess. We have we have 2 figures here. Very interested in this female figure above. Notice the handprint on their shoulders here. The Lovers. This will take some sitting with for me. And here we go with the Devil. Okay, so we're near the end of the deck. We have the Devil, Lucifer. We have the Devil, the Angel Devil, Lucifer. And then probably we have the more fallen Devil, Lucifer card. Which is interesting, yeah? So we got the Angel and the fallen, Lucifer. We have the Angel and the fallen Lucifer. And those angels are exactly the same, right? Okay. So here we have the extra cards. Here we have Barachiel. Here we have Ishtar. Oh, Ishtar. No, Ishtar. Okay. And moving on to Lady Babylon, the Lady of Babylon, and Jeudiel. I don't know Jeudiel. And here we have King Solomon. These cards are much easier to read. Salafiel. I don't know Salafiel. Got a censor here. And we have King Solomon and Sandarphon. I don't know. But it looks like the Holy Spirit to me. And here we have that final card. Yeah, the image from the backs, not the backs, from the boxes, and from the backs of these coins. So, what do you think? What do you think of these decks? I'd love to hear. Personally, I think getting both decks is worth it because there's balance in these. Yeah, I like the balance of these decks, which is the reason why I decided to go for the package of both. Yeah, the cardstock is different, just to let you know. Again, trimmed, edged in red, and these I don't think I showed you, are edged in black, which makes sense. Let me see if I can shuffle and pull a card from this one. Let's see. I'm not going to do much shuffling because this deck is huge. Okay, so this deck is huge. Sorry, I have to go off camera. Yep, I'm not going to be able to shuffle that way. So what I'm going to do is a brief overhand. 1, 2, oops, 3, 4. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let me cut the cards and see what is a good message for us today. So here we have the Two of Wands, one of the few cards I actually talked about, the Two of Wands. We have Aniel, Libra, and let's see what we get in this deck. Two of Wands, number 37. Number 37. Okay. This genius allows us through its energy to break the suffocating and constricting chain that two opposing forces have created, perhaps through deception, fraud, or perverse and wicked actions. Its strong and luminous force generates and places new creative impulses, and after breaking the obsolete, vicious circle in which we are trapped, it will open a door through which our thoughts can again take control and regain command. So that is what we've got for us. Yeah, we can get through it. We can make it through. And so, friends, I'd love to hear from you. What do you think of these decks? Are you interested in any of these decks? Would you buy them together? Let me know. Like if you feel called to. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Share this with anyone who you think might be interested in these decks, and comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And friends, as always, I wish you love, joy, well-being, and pure awareness. Thank you.